What's going on, guys? Boss Squirrel here with another Borderlands 4 video. Today I want to share a Chroma Accelerator Harlowe build, which is basically her red skill tree, and by far my most favorite build with her. This skill is so broken, you can just easily walk past any mobs or boss the game throws at you. And before we get into the build, please consider liking and subscribing, and hit that notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. It'll really help me out, and thank you in advance. Alright, so without further ado, let's get right into the build. Okay, so now going first with the skill tree. Of course, we're going to use the Chroma Accelerator. Basically, how it works is when you activate your action skill, you'll fire an unstable energy pocket that deals cryo damage, and when you re-trigger your action skill, the energy pocket will explode, dealing radiation damage. So what you need to understand when going the red tree is you need to boost your skill damage or your action skill damage as much as possible. Not your gun damage. Well, you're still going to use your guns in killing enemies, but because of this augment, as you can see, neutron capture, all damage Harlowe's unstable energy pocket deals to enemies is stored. Whenever it explodes, a portion of that stored damage is transferred to Harlowe's gun, causing her to deal bonus radiation damage. And the damage transfer is 4%. This may seem low on paper, this 4%, but actually this 4% is really massive. It gives a lot of damage to your guns. So I've tried a lot of tests with this in boosting our action skill damage. I've tried going full red tree. I've went with mechanical brilliance for more skill damage, practical applications for more skill damage, even this alternative fuel source for more skill damage based on our shield. I've also tried going half red tree and half blue tree for make extraordinary for our action skills to have a chance to critically hit, periodic table flip for more elemental damage, cryodynamics for bonus cryo damage. But actually, based on all my tests, the best build that gave me the most damage is going half red tree and half green tree, since we are limited to our skill points. So first, on the red tree, I'm not going to put points on field ready prototype for more action skill damage because, again, as I've said, we're limited on skill points. By the way, you also need a lot of fire rate and reload speed for this build. So I'm going to put 5 points on Cyclotron for more fire rate, 5 points on Bleeding Edge for more reload speed, 1 point on Elementary for elemental damage, just to get down here, Enriched for bonus radiation damage, 1 point again on Elementary so that we can get down here. Next is 5 points on Poison Sun for radiation, increased radiation damage. 3 points on Chain Reactor for more bonus radiation damage. 2 points on Fissile Launcher so that we can get down here. Next is Dirty Bomb for bonus damage, 40% on our skills, which is nice. Also, for the capstone, we're going to use Demon Core. As you can see, as Harlowe's unstable energy pocket travels, it shoots radiation darts at enemies, and whenever Harlowe entangles an enemy while her action skill is active, automatically irradiate that enemy, which is really nice in mobbing, as well as on bossing. But basically, the main damage source of this skill is neutron capture. Okay, so we're going to stop here on the red tree. We're going to move on to the green tree. First, Momentum for more critical hit damage. 5 points on Neutron Decay for more gun damage whenever we irradiate an enemy, which is nice. 3 points on Resonance Cascade for more action skill damage. It's nice. 2 points on Creative Overflow so that we can get down here. You don't need to put points on Confirmative Reality for action skill cooldown reduction. We'll get that on our gear. Now, 5 points on Decoherence. This skill is really massive. As you can see, Harlowe deals increased damage with all sources to entangled enemies. The enemies inside of her flux generator isn't important because we're not going to use this skill, so that's useless. But this is really massive, as you can see, with all sources. So basically, when you shoot your action skill, you'll get bonus damage, and the transferred damage to your gun will get another bonus damage, which is really insane. Alright, now for the remaining 3 points, I just put it here. Late in charge, Harlowe deals bonus damage with guns. The melee attacks is not important. And action skills, while she has overshield, the more overshield she has, the bigger the bonus. It would be nice if we could max this out, but again, we're limited on skill points, so that's good so far. So that's it for the skill tree. Again, Augment is neutron capture, Demon Core as the capstone. Okay, so now moving on to the gear. Again, since we're taking advantage of neutron capture, the weapons, basically you can use whatever weapons you like, but the weapons that I strongly recommend are weapons that has insane fire rate, or weapons that shoots multi-pellet bullets. Let's say for example shotguns with high fire rate, which is nice because of this transfer damage, because every single pellet that you shoot has this bonus damage from neutron capture. So for example, here what I really love using is the Mad Lad. I really love using the Mad Lad on this build. On mobbing, as you can see, I have a dataless part on my Mad Lad. When mobbing, I use the SMG ammo, but when bossing, I switch to the shotgun ammo because it deals a lot of fire rate and it shoots a lot of pellets. So that's really strong. It really takes advantage of neutron capture, which is nice. You can also go with convergence. I also love convergence and bossing. Also, Katagawa's Revenge, of course. This is really strong, especially in mobbing, also in bossing. Burst Beats, also good in mobbing. You can also go with Complex Route. It's also pretty strong. Whiskey Foxtrot actually is really also strong, especially the Buri. I love using the Buri when going with this build, with the extra barrel, the secondary barrel, which increase the fire rate, which is nice. Golden God also pretty good, but not so much. The bod also good. It's pretty good, but not so much with this build because, well, we all know that the bod is really powerful, but the bod scales off gun damage. But since we're building up our skill damage, the bod is kind of mediocre. It's just average for this build. So yep, basically can use whatever weapons you like. But personally, these are the weapons that I love using. Alright, so now for the rep kit, we're using a mini kill spring. On kill converts 100% of any excess damage into healing orbs that seek out nearby allies. We are considered nearby allies, so that's good because we have no way of lifesteal or overshield. So this is important. Kill spring is really important. For the ordnance, it do not matter. You can use whatever ordnance you have. You don't need it. Now, for the class mod, I'm using a Skeptic. Not because of the slam, that's useless, but as you can see, shooting enemies with an active status effect restores 5% of action skill cooldown. So this is where we're getting our cooldown from. You can actually also use the reactor class mod, because the reactor class mod, for example, my reactor class mod gives extra 5 points on decoherence, which gives a lot of damage, but you'll need to transfer maybe the 2 points from creative overflow to confirmative reality so that you can restore your action skill cooldown as fast as possible. But the problem with this is whenever when mobbing, whenever I shoot my Chroma Accelerator and have it explode, before I even shoot the enemy to take advantage of confirmative reality, they already died from my skill. So I find this to be a little bit just okay, but so far I just stick with Skeptic because honestly I'm still dealing a lot of damage without the extra points on decoherence, so I'm good with it. So just for demonstration, I'll show it. So when we shoot our action skill and re-trigger it, it will go on cooldown 30 seconds. So if I shoot, as you can see, our action skill is back up right away. Shoot again. Shoot. And it's back right up. Alright. Okay. So now going back to the gear. I still stick with the Skeptic because you really don't have to worry about action skill cooldown. So that's good. Next, for the class mod, we're using a What's for Dinner. For that bonus 25% shock damage as long as we have Overshield. Also preferably with the Siphon augment. When dealing damage, 10% chance to grant Overshield. I didn't use an amp augment for my What's for Dinner because we really can't take advantage of that amp all the time, especially in mobbing, since we don't have a way to regenerate our shield. Now, next for the enhancement, I just stuck with this enhancement because I have gun fire rate, gun reload speed. It would be nice if I can have maybe gun magazine size, but since I'm usually using COV weapons, so that's useless, so I'm good with this. I just stuck with this. So, and next for the firmware, I'm using 3 points on high caliber. Well, specifically just because of the Katagawa's Revenge, because as you know, the bullets pierce. This 3 points on high caliber gives you a lot of those shock darts from the Katagawa's Revenge. I'll just show you. So for now, when using my Katagawa's Revenge is without, I'll just try to remove this first. So without the 3 points on high caliber, when I shoot, it only spawns three like darts or something. But if I have 3 points on high caliber, if I shoot, it is double. Yep. That's the reason why I placed 3 points on high caliber, just specifically for my Katagawa's Revenge. Next is 1 point on trick shot for more reload speed, and 1 point on hitting up for more reload speed. And also, with regards to the Skeptic, you can get a Skeptic that gives points on Bright Future for more fire rate to your guns. Alright, so that's it for the gear. Now moving on to the specializations. I'm putting points on Bullet Train for more gun damage, Riddle You This for more gun damage, I Am a Gun for action skill damage. As you can see, 50% of increases to gun damage, which is also nice. It boosts our Chroma Accelerator. And next is the best defense for damage dealt based on the fullness of our shield or health. Alright, so that's it for the build. So if you find this guide helpful, again, please consider liking and subscribing, and hit that notification bell for more videos to come. And you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.